All right. Let's finish this this backend service and get our database linked up. Should be pretty simple and straightforward. I did resolve the issue, or I figured out what the issue was with Actex. So rule of thumb is if a route exists within your, your building, your route building, just make sure to chain your routes rather than creating or instantiating another service for that same route. The service configuration that comes first takes precedence over anything after. So that's good to know, but it's a simple solution. It's simply removing this guy from there, putting him here, and then remove this guy. So it's actually good to mention, if you do want a public route that doesn't require any sort of authentication for that specific URI, I'm assuming you have to actually add that route above the authenticator.
In between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Coming back for your time at the time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you.
Alright, so this is gonna stay the same. So there's a new type of operation to think about it. Yeah. Alright. So we need to retrieve the name, the email address, business website, business name, and the marketing notifications. I know for a fact these two objects, including these objects right here, they live within the account settings. and then these settings live within our accounts itself. So we're gonna have to create some sort of inner join, or we will need to query each individual setting. One request will essentially be beneficial. So let's see how we could do that. I think for now, we'll query it separately, and then later on implement the ability to interjoin with our current DB wrapper. Just so we could just speed right through this and begin implementing the things that matter. I think these small little queries aren't very resource hungry, so it doesn't really require an inner join or outer join or what have you to combine the data. I could also opt into creating a special store procedure that pulls and combines the data, which would probably be preferred. But yeah, let's go about this. We're in our front end service. Let's go to our back end service. I don't need this. I shouldn't need this. I will need that. I will need that. Let's make sure we have all our items bookmarked. Okay. All right, perfect. So we're getting account settings. All right. We could definitely repurpose this. Where is this coming from? Accounts. I don't know, I think that's not really there. Works for me. All right, we're gonna first get account results. Yeah, we'll be able to utilize this guy. Let me put this up above here just to organize things. Order by. Yeah. Bring those together just so we can better see it. Borrow that guy. Borrow that guy. Borrow that guy. Right now, I don't want to output this. Alright, so I'm gonna import our type that we have in our front end. This is really relevant, so we'll just yank that. Actually, I should probably add the account model in my mark as well. Okay. Alright, so I really need to come up with like a strategic naming convention for all these settings. I feel like I'm writing like a lot of the same keywords. That's something for myself in the future. Okay, so now we have our I accounts, or our interface account settings, which we'll use to build I will need a from action, actually. So let's do that, because that's how we'll construct our guy. So let's go ahead and it's row get and the name. All right, perfect. The fields. Row get name. Oh, we're not getting that. We'll for sure remove that guy. This is definitely important. We'll do that. I wonder if it'll automatically serialize that object or if I would have to do it here. That's something we'll have to test out. Row, oh, no, that's right. Notification. I'm already calling it down here. Yeah, no, we want these to be options. Because if they fail to compile, we want it to still come through because we want to kind of use the same object for both these queries to simplify the instantiation. Gotcha, so I'm gonna have to create a from for the bottom guy as well. So I think it will be able to identify and translate this properly. Delete backwards, new submission, delete backwards, billing, delete backwards, marketing. Perfect. So that should allow me to use this from SQL. The trait bound model is not satisfied. Okay, I got you. Okay. So we could Sarday from string row gets, and then we provided I counts with this. Would that do the trick? Gotcha. Okay, we'll unwrap you. I'm kind of tempted. I mean, if I'm pulling from the database, I should have the value already there. It'll just be empty. So we'll keep that like that.
All these years, you've been mine. It wasn't easy, but we worked it out. All those tears, ups and downs.
Okay. Now let's build that query.
Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead. And it wasn't all bad, baby. Look at where we began. Making out in my room, nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew, we were only 17. Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was true. To this day I still do love you like I'm 17. Time went by, oh so fast. Back then we didn't know
First. It's first. Map. Yeah, map. Account settings. Or it's actually account settings. From. Okay. DB, that table. Settings. And then we'll just simply do this. Oh, something's going on here. We'll just clone it. What's up, Koopa? I'm currently building out my account setting page. I'm saving the data to the database. Well, right now I'm actually retrieving the data so I can populate the fields, pre-populate them. And then next will be to update the data. But as for like what I'm actually building, I'm building out the components I need to manage my entire SaaS product. So one of the main first, like the bread and butter. Well, let me first fix this error and then I'll show you, because it will hate me if I don't do this. Oh, did I forget to add it to where? Interesting. Let's go ahead and add that there. That should be good. Me.co. Did I not? Let me just make sure I'm logging to the right thing. 1 second. Just gotta make sure to get the right password. Test admin code. Interesting. Oh, I need to make sure when I save that, I save it as lowercase. I don't know if you're still there, but one of the main components I built out for this app is this widget right here. And this widget would essentially allow people to leave either a text-based feedback or a video-based feedback. And then from here, you know, they can simply go down the workflow as one would. And then they'll be presented with like a video editor. I'm using my camera, so I kind of have to go a few steps in and make sure I'm selecting the appropriate device. But the user will have the capability of selecting an appropriate device if they ever run into that device not found issue. And then basically once the device has been selected and is accessible, then they could test it using like the testing functionalities that I have implemented. And they can also test whether or not their audio device is actually picking their voice up. And then we have here a video editor where it allows them to record themselves throughout the entire process. And you know, they could break down the recording into smaller segments just so they could think about what they're about to say. And I've also implemented like features that allow them to discard certain segments and undo, so they could it just ensures them that they can send exactly what they want without having to re-record their entire clip over again. But once they finish with their recording, they could preview it, record themselves directly from the same widget. And if they're comfortable, they can either send the feedback or exit preview and continue recording their feedback. That's the initial feature that I'm probably going to be releasing, but there's also other feature sets that I am building out and I have planned, which I'm not going to divulge too much of it, but I mean, people could deduce what I'm trying to build through the stream, and if they do, more power to them. But I'm not really going to be too outspoken on those features just yet, since I'm still planning and scoping it out. It might change down the line. But yeah, that's what I have so far. Pretty cool stuff so far. Right now we're just trying to get this setting page to work properly, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm building out the database query service that I will need. Yeah, it's super cool. If you could build it with if you could build it with a JavaScript framework, you could build it on you. There is a learning curve. It is a lot faster, I could tell you, just from working with it. But I like, if you like, learning new things and like experimenting and, testing the bleeding edge, I say go for it, man. It's super fun. I'm always learning new things as I'm working with this platform. So I need to test this. So I want to do some debugging here just to make sure that we are capturing this information properly. Settings. So we either will get a none or we'll get which framework? Oh yeah, you just said it. Really? I think I'm on like 1.19 on you. Now I'm curious. Did they release next already or 19.3? I may have upgraded to the next accidentally. What broke exactly? What feature? Okay, account settings. We have this here, this here. All right, so now we need to call this guy when they get. So let's do that. Oh no. Yeah, they did release a few release breaking features. They did implement breaking features. Oh shit. I decided not to use the functions component. I don't know. I felt very comfortable building like a class type architect. I thought like the function component was like, I mean, I could see the ease of use. I could see it. I could see the use cases for it. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we got that situated. So now let's go here. Let's make sure we're calling it now. Thanks for the follow, Hassan. Thanks for the follow, Koopa. I mean, maybe you could maybe you don't have to rewrite it. Maybe you could just grab the function, like the core functions, and just, you know, plop it into the new structure. There'll be a ways to like destroy everything. All right, so we got our claim data. So let's account service, get account settings. This is actually going to be called auth now. Actually, no, claims. I do have to unwrap this guy though. And await this. Got you. I like it. It does the job pretty well. The only caveat is once the project gets extremely large, it starts compiling a lot slower. Like if you use watch a lot, it starts like compiling slower, and becomes like it becomes kind of harder to debug things because you have to wait for the thing and then continue with your development process. All right, so let's. All right, so that's going to execute, and we're going to be able to test whether or not that's properly building that object. We do need to go to our front end service though and make sure we're calling it. So we could just say, actually no, we want to get account settings. That's not necessary. Perfect. We'll just copy this guy. Yeah, this is gonna turn into a get. Settings, we don't need to pass anything. We're just trying to handle the response body, which is gonna be none initially, but we could go ahead and remove this guy. Cool. We're using link anywhere here? Not yet, but we'll keep it there because we will. requests. Get account settings. That gets account settings. That should be good. And then we should be able to respond after the facts. Oh man, my chat isn't showing up. Oh, that's a bummer. Tests. Oh, that's a bummer. We'll revert back to the old one. All right. On get account settings, that's now required. That should be fine. Account requests. Now our account front end, we will query that guy. And that will just be on creates. All right, so I'm gonna have to link, send message on init. And then this will just be on get account settings. We don't need no options, and that should trigger on inits, hopefully, unless this should be fine. Okay. Alright, so now we should be in the money. We should be triggering that unless we broke something. Or what are we running into? ID, panicked call, okay, kind DB. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to call the notification settings after. Let's see. Pull this guy. Select email. Name. I don't need status. Deleted it. I don't need none of that. Enter. Let's actually put this down one more line, just so it looks a little cleaner. On accounts ID. That seems let's do as AS. Let's not do that. Sure, as A. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of saying let's do this. Let's copy this guy. Yeah, we currently don't have any notifications, so it's like might as well comment that guy out for now. But we have AS business name, AS business website. What's going on? Oh, duh. Alright. There we go. And let's just do an empty object as notifications. I wonder if we could cast to JSON. Cast as JSON, that's it. Let's look at a few of them just to make sure. It's another way. No, that's altering. Let's first do it the way as JSON. There we go. Okay, that works. And then we'll build that within our stored procedure. I'm just going to build a stored procedure for this. Get accounts settings, then definition, ID, view ID, in. Yeah, that's fine. And then we have our code right here. Hold on a second. Oh, it's strange. Are they creating? I don't know if I have to instantiate like the standard create procedure or just put my code behind here. We'll see. I'm assume is ID. I'm gonna assume. Column reference ID is ambiguous. Where are you? I'm referencing what table I'm grabbing that from. I probably don't even need to add this. I don't want to add this. Just want to make sure I'm setting it right. I'll just do this for now. All right, so that's it. So I want to modify. So I can't modify after I created it? What? Properties? Press. Oh. Okay. So that's it? Cool. No? Is ambiguous on line 9. Oh, that's strange. Parameters. No defaults. I don't know if he uses some sort of different way of implementing a parameter. I don't know if I'm supposed to add an @ here and then add an @ here. Oh, I think it went through. Alright, fine. We'll drop you. Great. Code. No? Okay. Character is the data type. Oh, that's an option. Okay, arguments. I'm passing that there. I don't know, it seems valid. I don't know. Well, right now I'm not doing Rust. I'm doing SQL. This is the first time I worked with Postgres. I'm familiar with like MS SQL and and MySQL, and for whatever reason it's not passing my parameter, or I'm using a different, I don't know what I'm using different. Argument. What's different? Let's do a quick little search. Passing parameters through Postgres. Stored procedure. Okay, input and outputs. Optional parameters. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Let's say AID instead. Maybe ID is a reserved keyword. Does not exist. Column AID does not exist. I'm trying to pass. What's up, future? I'm trying to pass my arguments into my stored procedure. In SQL, it will be traditionally, you know, an @ symbol, AAD, and then @ AID. It tells me it doesn't exist. Really? All the examples I just looked at said different. Oh man. That sucks. I might as well just do this. Oh, We'll drop this. The more you learn, right? Appreciate that, Future. No, you answered my question. You answered it successfully. Yeah, you answered it 100% correctly. What I was struggling was like trying to obtain the parameters within my sort procedure arguments, and it wasn't clear to me that I had to use $1 to bring that in. But you helped me for sure. Appreciate that. So that's good. So let's test that out. Let's first refresh. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah, for sure. All I know is stored procedures are very hard to debug. But I find them cool because you're kind of running it in 1 second. Unknown. Alright, so we got account settings. Stored procedures. Do I have to say AID equals, or I think I used ID actually. Column ID doesn't exist. Does $1? True. I did that initially, unless I did something incorrectly. PID, let's... Because I tried that, it just didn't stick. It kept saying like, yeah, it says... Oh, I think it did work. Let's do that instead, because I think that's easier to read. Create procedure. UID. This is an in, so we'll just use PID. Yeah, that worked. Cool. Column PID doesn't exist. Oh, got you. Cast. As UID. Nope. No procedure matches the given name and arguments. Vim. I mean, it is in my Vim schema. Is the break causing things to mess up? Okay, let's try this. Script, execute. P. It said last time, oh man, I'll just copy it again from up here. It said column doesn't exist unless I wasn't using this casting method. Yeah, it says column does not exist, PID. Oh, does it need that colon? Nope. Is it because I created using SQL rather than PLP? Let's try that. Body select. I don't know. I would rather keep it to a language that I'm actually familiar with. Let's see. Let's do this one more time. Perform. Do a quick little search real quick. Sure. Properties, definition. It's just one in. Oh. What's the standard? In and out or veriadic? Veriadic. I'm usually just providing the parameter name and then the type and out if I need to send things outwards. I've never needed to set an in mode or anything else other than out. Thanks for the follow, Aiton. Appreciate that. Postgres, PG, cron. Probably something really small, honestly. Let's see. Message. Procedure does not exist. Let's refresh. Maybe I deleted it or something? Let's do this. Let's maybe it doesn't like how I'm camel casing my stuff. Got you. Let's try all lowercase. So let's get account settings. And then we'll pass that there. UUID. PID. Okay. PID does not have. Oh, did I not set it? Yeah, maybe it doesn't like how I'm instantiating the name. Because it shouldn't matter, but it is converting it to all lowercase. So maybe it has some relevancy. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so camel case is a no-no for Postgres. That's good to know. All right, so we'll use snake case moving forward, which I'm not against because I'm using snake case on my code as well. So Gotcha. It's good to know. It's really good to know. All right. So now, what I have to do is I have to create some sort of addition to my backend, my database wrapper to include a call. Got you. Yeah, it makes sense. I feel comfortable with snake case though. My usual like standard for like store procedure or anything SQL is like camel case, but I don't mind using snake case for the back end either. But it's good to know. Alright, so what we need to do is when we instantiate our database, we also need to provide a context on what we're trying to do. Oh, I know what I could do. Alright, we'll replicate update. Gotcha. Makes sense. We'll create another method called call. And then this will be different. I guess for now we'll use the table. Table name as a means to instantiate that. Where is empty? That's valid. Okay. So we'll just, if that's empty, we'll just call it directly. Call. And then we'll have to wrap that guy there. I wonder, let's see how it reacts if I... Alright, so I don't need to provide it a cast, so that's good. So I don't have to add that to my Rust logic. Alright, we're setting that. And I guess we don't need where for this. We just need to set the value. What's up, Jet Boy? Long time no see. And then progressing. We're currently working on the account settings page. We finished the business. Gotcha. Yeah, I get it. Life. A lot of things in life. But I was able to finish the onboarding process. The whole onboarding process is like very fine-tuned, and it's actually integrated directly into Stripe. So now it could actually process payments and then trigger like my own business logic to put them in the right plan and make sure that they're getting charged accordingly after their trial period. So things are going good. Slowly but surely, we will get to the end point. So we have values here. Bam, you got a month ahead of you. a fun-packed month. So we don't need columns for this. Values are different. I also don't want to guess that it's going to be a string literal. I just need to pass itself. So might as well just do this. Push value. No, I have that covered. I do. There's a layer on top of this. There's a layer on top of my database wrapper that ensures that there's no sort of SQL injection. I've tested for it, but it definitely will need some additional testing for sure. Yeah, it can be rough sometimes. It's all a waiting game. You just have to keep at it, and sooner or later, someone will see your skill, and hire you. No. For sure. And I'm also probably gonna eliminate this this whole thing. That's true. I could probably do that there. But I might replace this with what is it? It's either SQLX or Diesel. I'm leaning more towards Diesel, honestly. I like how it handles the typing. Oh, this isn't a crate. I built this myself. I built this guy myself. I'm replacing it for sure. It's just, yeah, it's just a little bit, so I started programming in Rust like about 66 days ago. What's the number on my stream? I think it's 67 days ago. And the way I learn a language is actually by like building things from the bottom up rather than just using like libraries or crates that implement things. It just lets me understand like the real core fundamentals of a specific language. But I'm definitely probably going to opt in to using a more robust, SQL interpreter or parser or builder. This is Postgres. This right here, what I'm using is a layer on top of a Tokyo Postgres. It's just I didn't want to instantiate these guys. No, you're all good. I read up to I mean, I read your comments. But future, yeah, this is using Postgres. What I'm doing is basically building a wrapper on top of Postgres, Tokyo Postgres, that allows me to use typing to handle my queries. So I don't have to type in like update, FIM, all this extra stuff for every service. I could kind of use like more of a systematic approach. There's no reason behind it. I just really wanted to understand like how to build a struct, how to like incorporate enumerators into my code, how it could affect certain aspects of my code. That's the main reason why I went down this road, but it's using Tokyo Postgres for sure. I mean, Jaboy, could you get paid being part of the committee? I would assume so. Oh man. So let's see here. I'm missing something, aren't I? Yeah. We have our call. We have our values. We're building our value. Hold on a second. What am I passing? Values string. Oh, it's a JSON object. And then I'm using start day. What? Oh, I see what I'm doing. Hold on a second, what am I? Yeah, I'm using that. Okay, we're getting. Values. Oh, okay, I see what I'm doing. I'm joining it here. Got it, okay. So we're enumerating over the fields and then we're grabbing the objects. I built this because I'm normalizing the data, so I don't have to know the type of data that's being passed through the through the function. Okay, I don't need fields. to eliminate that. And I don't need where. This will be values is empty. Actually, what we'll do is we'll make values an option. And if it's none, we'll do that, and then we'll pass that, and then we'll join the values together, and that should be good. I need fields still. Do I? Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make this a vector. Yeah, I think next stream I'm gonna start working on implementing either Diesel or see how I can incorporate Postgres, Tokyo Postgres a little better. Yeah, I don't think I need this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I don't need this. If it's empty, we'll run that. If not, we're just gonna join it. All right, cool. So we have our service. That's our front end service. We'll go here. We don't need this. Yeah, I just might implement Diesel, honestly. ID. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull the trigger on that and just start working on that. Order by. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. That awaits. That data. No. We'll just unwrap this. Need to test it out. First, map, my account settings. Okay. Alright, cool. So now let's test that me.co. Alright. So let's go here. We queried the query. We queried it. And we obviously got a none, which is fine. We got, let's refresh this. So we got a none from this. Let's do this. Let's go count query. See what that's giving us. Okay, it's not giving us anything. What's the ID? ID. And I might want to go back here. I should be cloning it already there. Let's do a quick debug on this query. see what that query has to offer. All right, refresh that. Let's run it ourselves. Data output, no data output. Properties. So it's multiple. So there's C#, Lua, JavaScript, TypeScript. So a few of them I came from. Copy. Oh, well, that makes sense. Let me comment this guy out. Alright, so there's nothing wrong with my code behind there. I mean, oh, okay. Is that right? Okay, it worked. Okay, let's refresh that. Wonder if it's expecting. No, I mean, it shouldn't matter. Alright, let's open a new query window real quick. Sure, we'll just create a new guy, paste that in there just to make sure that we're actually. Alright, so it's not outputting any data. String builder. Yeah. Yeah, I could technically push string. Like, this is technically so you could do something like push string, and you could put your string here. Yeah, but push works too. Push works too, for sure. Yeah, this could probably be done a lot better. There might be other ways to implement this. So, do I need Postgres output stored procedure? Results. I feel like I'm missing something, because my code behind in my store procedure outputs results, but But if I execute that directly, it doesn't give me any results. Unless I have to do something like that's silly. That's silly. Like, it's executing successfully. Yeah, exactly. Saying successful. Strange part is, if I were to go like this, copy this code, I get a response. I get the data I'm looking for. So when I query, really, is it just to process data? So I have to do I have to use a function? So weird. Oh man. All right. I thought it would be like one of one switching from SQL. All right. We could do that. That's not a problem. It's probably gonna scream at me though if I do that. Get accounts. Let's drop that. No. Not cascade. I'm assuming ACL item is an item. No? I'll do a quick search afterwards. UUID. P. Options, code. We'll do that. P. ID. Return type mismatch. What do I need? One column. Oh no. So return type. No. Row. Rows. You just have me search for not. Let's do any array. No. What? Is there not like just a row of columns? Ah, okay. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm assuming. So it's select. Alright, so I'm just gonna copy this guy. Alright, so we're gonna do. Okay. So this will just be funk. Oh. Oh man. So this is pretty much different than standard SQL. Yeah, I just did that. I think it works. It gives me data, but it's just not including the columns. It's passing the appropriate data. It's just not passing the column parameters or the column names. Thanks for the follow, Urana. I think I secretly needed to pass the records array. Yeah, let's try. Let's try this real quick. Fun experimenting, so fun. Let's go. Let's save that there just so we don't lose it. Drop. create function. Postgres. Records. Let's see what there are. Maybe there's something that stands out. Nope. I mean, I could do JSON. Got you. So this is, it's pretty simple, nothing crazy. I just deleted it. I'll recreate it, I guess. Body. Let's see. Let me do a little search on my side too. Output. I wonder if table's an option. PG table. Nope. Foreign table, partition table. Query? We select title, blah blah blah. Where? Yep. That works. Again, return query. Yeah, that's not what we want. That's what we want. Oh man, this is... Oh man, I'm gonna have to do some magic here. All right, so what we want to output is declare. What are we returning? We're returning we're gonna say record for now, right? And this is the code that it's gonna give us. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. Returns a table. So essentially, alright, so I have to provide the type. Oh man, this is gonna be a pain. There has to be a better way for this. Better way to do this, I meant to say. Notifications. JSON. And then, and this is where gotcha. Yeah, I would assume so. So definitely have to make sure that's that. But I don't know if Postgres, like the UI, will support this, so I might have to bring this out into an actual query window to create the function. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Well, let's change the song because I don't want to listen to this. Table. Just break it down to two, well, to three. JSON. Select all from. We're doing BIM dot accounts as a inner join. FIM on A equals AS dot count ID, where oh man, that's gonna be a pain. That's gonna be a big pain to build every single one of these queries. You just have to like take note of this and this. All right. Oh, screened at me for what? I had an example somewhere here. Oh no, did I just lose my... Oh no. Oh no, it's right here. All right, there we go. This body. Let's create a quick function real quick. Alright, so it doesn't need that guy. Alright. Actually it does need that. Oh man. Hold on. Function, definition. So it just needs a type. Oh, got it. Okay. account ID. Oh, got you. Oh. All right, refresh. We will select all. Definition. All right, so I'm gonna have to do some research on my own to actually understand this a little better. Because there's definitely some paradigms I need to understand before I could start using this a little bit thoroughly. But let me... Diesel Rust. Is that how you spell it? Oh, it's D-I-E-S-E-L. Got you. I want to see how it handles its inner joins. That's definitely interesting. But it does add its own, like, paradigms as well. QLX. Rust. I mean, if I'm going to use this, might as well just stick with Postgres. Tokyo Postgres. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's create a raw function that we just pass it raw query, or dbase table. We should be creating our, let's go back, let's go dbase, right? We're creating that. We have our, and then we're passing the clients. Okay. Actually, let's, so I just use all right, and then we just simply pass that. And what does it require? ID. Does it have to be a string, or could I just, nope. Okay, perfect. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to wrap it with a single quotes. Counts. Query. Oh, I think I included it already. I'm already utilizing my UIDs on Postgres already. I also included the appropriate start date crates as well, so I could properly parse them. Okay, there's something going on here. First, yep, hold on. So, oh, I have to await this. Map is already here? What? Nah, that's impossible. How does it know whether I'm pulling one or... Oh, okay, I have to unwrap it. Alright, well, let's test this out. Go to settings. Alright, what are we looking at? Invalid input. I guess we need to do that. Column notification serialization column cannot be converted between. Got you. We'll remove you for now. I'll worry about that later. All right. Inner. That's a totally different error. At near. Oh, that could actually be an issue. Hold on, let's comment this guy out. $375. Do I have to convert it to a string first? ABC, what? EFG, HI, JK. Syntax error near this guy. 375. Select email name, business name, website. Oh. GG. I forgot the from. Oh, got you. You wanted to see the error. I mean, I could technically just bring this down like that a little bit. But I found the issue. It was the from here. Let me actually put that back up here. Bring this down here. All right. So we're just gonna go here. There we go. All right. Yeah. No, I don't think that matters. It's a string. All right, so that was the issue. I just had from. I mean, they might do it magically in the background when compiling. Okay, so we are parsing it. So we are count query, and then our next thing is to see if it's actually being interpreted by our serializer. Let's refresh that. Yep, it is. So let's add back our where are you? Models. From string. Let's go back here. Is it really hitting? Let me know when you're back. Notifications. Okay, so it didn't find it. It did interpret it as a text object. All right, so let's do this. Let's see if it actually pulls in and parses properly. So we'll do mark. Do I have to escape this? Marketing. Tests. Are you back, future? Okay, so it's able to parse that. Okay, that's good. Is it that bad? Does it constantly bring up the ads? Yeah, I'll probably have to take a look at that to see how I could adjust the frequency. That was the first since the last one. That's a funny way of phrasing that. Alright, so... Really? Okay, so... This will have to be... I honestly think for ease of use, I may just opt in on labeling my columns like notification underscore whatever the notification type is, and then just populating it that way. And then bringing it in here. All right, so since we're getting our stuff, let's go ahead and account settings. That should be good enough. What is it? Expected options got what? That's fair. That's fair. There we go. Got you. Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm actually... True. That's the case. Let me see. So I could technically, from value, and then go back here, JSON, And that should work. Well, I kind of did do that, so let's do this. Let's go back to our controller. We're getting our data. I'm assuming it's working because it didn't error out when I refreshed. So we're calling network here. Response is still that. So refresh. Close off this. Perfect. Awesome. That works. So we're getting our settings the way we need it, and now we just have to populate the settings. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move this code a little bit. Nah, man, I really appreciate the help, man. I'm learning. I believe in sharing. You know, we all learn from others' experiences and our own experiences, so I'm totally open with comments. There is no restriction. I mean, if you start like talking about like some gross things and inappropriate things, I'll be like, nah, let's not talk about that. But other than talking about the code and better ways of implementing things, I'm all for it. Alright, so since I'm instantiating my field objects within my create method, I may not be able to actually update these field values unless I bring it into the update or the view context. Or I may just have to build some sort of mechanism within my form builder that allows me to set values, unless I did this already. Was I smart enough to do that already? New. No, I'm just building it. I may have to create something to allow me to set it.
You want the world for your own.
Values, where am I am I setting it from the type, or am I setting it? Oh no, I think I'm setting it through our hash, our key table. So I could possibly update the value. I'm not cloning it, so we should be good. Okay. So we could say update field. Make sure it's in the same context. Field. We'll make this a static string, and then we'll say value. And I think we'll do the same, static string. Well, I mean, the hash is a string. Let's make it a string. No, you know what? We'll make it a string within here. I just don't want to have to instantiate string from every time I have to create a field and value. So self keys. Get field so this is okay, so we're getting field dot get mutable. Value. I'm gonna add test case as well, conditions to verify this after, but I want to see if this is possible. Fields value, and then self I'm building this here. Building the HTML. I'm setting the value. I'm using keys. Okay. And when I refresh when I hydrate the parent component, it should automatically retrieve the updated field values. Okay, I think this is right. Yeah. String. Expected. right, let's do this. Let's break this up. That's value. Right. Expected mutable. Really? Oh. Oh boy. Don't judge me for using underscore. Field. I'm gonna say field value instead, actually. String. It's still gonna give me an error though. What's up, potatoes? And I just... I wonder if this is possible. And I recommend to use variables if you use procedural macros because they are not hygienic and they use even to not cause name collision. That's good to know. I promise you I don't use that. I use it for random words like this, sorted. I guess what I have to do is clean up because my initial implementation, when I initially implement something and I'm not using the variable I put in and I just forget to uncomment it out. Well, remove it. Fields. I feel like I have to add a plus here. I don't know if that depends or that allows me to. Oh, I see what's going on. I actually don't know how to use that. Hey, I've tried using that before just to get away with something, and it broke on me. Alright, so this should technically work. I'm hoping. So let's test it out. So after the fact, on init, we should get accounts. We should get message. Very first line of any file, or does it have to be on like the main RS? And does it only affect the file that it's on if it's on the file that you're working on? Because that's really... Gotcha. librs. Okay, so I could have like a workspace. Okay. So let's actually count requests. What's going on here? So we got get settings. So we're getting settings here. GCC. So this is going to be accounts requests. Get settings. Oh, let's keep the naming convention Get account settings, body, pass the body, which most likely is a JSON object, which is fine because we want it to be a string when we pass it back to our component. Let's do that. Has to be a string. Then we'll do a response, dot context, count, what is it? Get settings, and then response, dot data equals settings. Should be string. Yeah, it's a string. Perfect. Ah, okay. It's pretty interesting. So we're passing the response body, account gets settings. Can I just say inner into, I know I'm doing this already. The very first line, I imagine it means the whole crate. Got it. Where are we? Well, that's not what I want. Oh, I'm getting the JSON. Front end account service. So res dot as raw. It's JSON, but I think it's gonna force me to oh, I'm using, okay. Yeah, this is a shame actually. I'm kind of like, I'm converting it to the type and then I have to serialize it again because I'm normalizing the data between the service. There has to be a better approach for this. All right, let's test out the field update feature and then we'll worry about that after. To string JSON. It just feels silly to do this. Unwrap. GCC. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want the reader. Unless I dedicate this to just call API calls. But I don't think I'm doing that. You would have hated like 30 minutes ago, Nightshade. Like about 40 minutes ago I was in SQL land as well. I literally was fighting stored procedures and functions within Postgres and then just ended up just using using Tokyo Postgres to run my query. It was pretty funny. So we have this. Accounts. Okay. So I think that's full circle actually. Let's make sure. We're setting it here. Now we have to digest it within our front end. So that is going to be right here. Match, context. Let's label this service. All right, we're getting settings here. So first thing I'm gonna do self dot what's up, Sue? So we will company info form set did I not make that? Oh, update field. All right, update field. Name. Test. True. Oh, it's gonna tell me I need an explicit return. Yep. First of all, I don't want this like this. That should be good. Something happened. Settings. Alright, cool. Gotta get this to update properly. Yep, it worked. Awesome. Alright, so I'm getting the context data. Alright, we're getting our account settings, so we're gonna access our service response. Go to data. It should be a string. Yeah, it is a string. We need to sarday it. So it's gonna be sarday from string. Account settings. Like, I think trunk CLI should have some sort of debounce mechanism to prevent it from compiling over and over again if I push save multiple times. Or maybe I should just implement debouncing on Neovim. That seems a little better, actually. We're gonna do name. So we're dealing with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fields. So this will be business website, business name, email. I don't think I'm using email underscore address. Nope, just email. Perfect. So we have that. Let me check out that response real quick. Notifications, marketing. This might be a tricky one. Notification fields. Because these could possibly be null. What are we dealing with? Marketing. Really? Oh, I didn't. Cancel that. GCC. Save that. That should be fine. Marketing. Oh boy. I'm just gonna copy that. Delete backwards, update features. This one is new submissions. Those won't populate properly. Those are gonna either error out or it might scream at me. wrap all the things. Actually, that's actually pretty useful. Oh man. These should automatically be set. Oh man. This just looks disgusting. This is different though. This I would want to Oh, it's a string. Duh. Okay. Alright. Marketing will drop. What are you talking about? Oh, could I just reference it? All right. First clone it. Then convert it to a string. Temporary value dropped while borrowing. Oh boy. This is silly. Hold on. Alright, what I'm gonna do is F that, we're just gonna pass a string. That'll just make life so much easier. All right, so that's the course lecture we're going to take. We're just simply going to pass a string and forget the life cycle. So this is going to be billing. We're dealing with new submission. Update feature. So we should have marketing being populated. What's going on? New features. What's... Yeah, Rust Analyzer sometimes just doesn't play well. Really? Dereferencing that? We'll do that? Oh boy. VD. Okay. You say technically strength, so I could, but if I do that, then this is gonna be and I could eliminate wrapping this. Yeah, still struggling with ownership here. Really? It knows you're there. I'll try to see tomorrow how I could optimize that a little better so it doesn't come up as frequent. Okay, so we should be getting values. All right, update settings, get settings, perfect. We should be getting marketing. That should be giving us a value. Alright, so we are getting something. What's the value? So let's get into value. So my question is, I don't think I'm setting the value. I mean, it is setting the value. Hold on. I see the value being set here. Alright, let's refresh that. Let's see what we're passing here. Nice. So I am setting the value, but it's not checking it. There's... HTML, MDN, checkbox. I mean, checked is the key. So this should be the input right here. If if a value is present, okay. I need to think about this a little bit more, because I don't know if this is how I want it to be stored. So if it's empty, we want it to do that, else we want it to be checked. Because it should default to an empty string if there is no value, and it should have a value if okay, I think that may work. Yeah, okay, cool. So that works. But I need to think about that a little bit more. I mean, technically we could pass a boolean true or false. And if it's empty or false, it will default to a non-checked value. Or I just hate I have to do this again. Yeah, let's future-proof this right now. Yeah, we kind of have to normalize this data to be strings, static strings. Perfect. So let's test that. We could go to our account service. Tomorrow, the next step is to actually populate this notification section. I currently don't have those fields implemented within the database, so cool. So it came back. It's false. Perfect. Cool. All right, everyone. I think that is it for today. I've been on for about 4 hours. I pretty much got my retrieval process situated, and I'm pre-populating the fields I want to be populating. A lot of population going on as we populate. Um, appreciate that, Nightshade. I will be rating someone. I don't know who. I think I might opt in for Midnight Simon. I know he does some algos. Just have to find that button. But yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by, watching. I will be on tomorrow, so see you guys then. As I find this button. And I'm failing.
I'd have failed it. So let me check out these numbers. So we got 1, we got 2, we've got 3, and is that 7? 2, 4. No. Yeah, 2, 4, 7. Yeah, that's 7. What's happened if I all banger? Banger raid. Hi. How's it going? I have never been asked a bit manipulation question in an interview. Last time it's HR making these job posts, right?